think of Jordan and the time he spent not only on the gridiron, but his pursuits and his opportunities outside of football with his community service and his work in the classroom. Just thrilled to have Jordan in the mix here. And when you think about it in the context of having, across all Division III, there's got to be probably 25,000 student athletes and playing football, and to have a Springfield College student in the mix, the Final Four, just terrific. Really thrilled for Jordan.
What he meant to this team on the football side of things is remarkable, to be honest with you. I mean, as hard as he ran all year long, and as what he did for the offense, when people knew he was going to get the football quite a bit, and it was still hard to defend him, and he was making people miss. And I think a great team player makes everybody else better, and that's what he did. He made our offensive line better, he made our quarterback position better, he made our wide receivers better. So he had that ability to make everybody on this football team a better player.
This year was all about the team. It didn't matter if he ran for 300 yards like he did against Keene or whatever, or he ran for 84 and we beat WPI. It was whether we won or not, and that's all that mattered.
But I think he continued to get better as a person along the way as well, and that's what really allowed him to develop his game to the fullest potential, and that's what we saw this past year. And I think Jordan, he figured it out at some point, probably within the last year or so, how special he could be on and off the field, and then that's when he really took off as a player, and I think that's a direct result of how he's developed as a person.
But he works hard. He's always doing homework, and he's one of the kids that's like, he'll get his work done even if it's not due for 2 weeks.
He's got a great personality, obviously, and he's able to sell a lot of people with his personality side of things, and him and a couple other guys on the team actually won a Junior Achievement Award this past season for one of the models that they produced as far as a business plan goes. So he's excelled in the classroom all along, and I think the ability obviously to interact with people, especially on the business side of things, has helped him along throughout the course of the last 4 years, and I think that's definitely noticeable with probably some of his other professors that had an opportunity to talk to him about as well.
When I think of Jordan in the class, Jordan is always excited to come in class. Even on days we have tests, he's excited. He has this big smile on his face and has a great attitude. And that kind of attitude goes beyond Jordan and infects the rest of the class, I think, in a very positive way.
So we all have a really good relationship with Luke, but I think Jordan has a little bit more of a relationship than some of us do, and that comes from freshman year when we first met Luke. As soon as we first met Luke, he jumped on it. I think him and Luke have this special relationship where they are able to click and they motivate each other. So I think it's been good for him and good for Luke.
Jordan's one of the first people to come up to Luke whenever Luke shows up. It doesn't matter how intense the game is in that moment. They could be going through, play adjustments or whatever it is. You'll see Luke and he'll immediately come over, to give him knuckles or give him a hug or whatever it might be. And he comes up continually, time and time again, and says, "Luke, we're going to get another touchdown for you. We're going to get another touchdown for you." They were fortunate and that they had such a successful season. They were able to get a lot of touchdowns, and Jordan was a big part of a lot of those touchdowns. Jordan's always been somebody who's reached out to Luke, always somebody who's offered encouraging words, told him that he was going to crush it, told him that the biopsy would come out good, and then was one of the first people to ever, to embrace him every time he showed up.
We constantly talk to the guys about being selfless, and I think Jordan put it in great words at the burning of the old shoe this past year. As he said, when I was a freshman, I was selfish. I was more about myself and numbers and stats and everything. And through this program and what it's meant to me and the opportunities to interact with Luke Bradley and see the inspiration that he provides our team individually, collectively, I think he's just realized, and we always talk to our guys that it's not perspective that we gain from this. It's the opportunity to establish empathy and selflessness and caring for others, not just about ourselves, through football, because the game itself teaches you a lot. But I think what it's taught Jordan over the course, especially over the course of the last year or two, is that empathy factor, is live for others as well. And I think that once you can start living for others, it's going to make your life that much better as well. And then I think it can release you to be the best possible person you can be. And we always, again, talk within this program that better people are going to become great players.